In this video, we'll be taking a look at two NHL preseason games happening on October 11, 2022, and providing you with team picks and total picks for each one of those games. So 2 picks for each game, 4 picks in total. Welcome back to Cash Out Sports. Let's dive right into it. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and to click the bell icon to get notified as soon as these videos get released, so that you have more time to plan out your bets as we provide these videos on a daily basis. I can guarantee that you'll have all the important information that you'll need on these two NHL preseason games after fully watching this video. One more thing before we start. If you would like to gain access to our best exclusive betting picks to take your sports betting journey to the next level, then check out our Patreon in the link down below, where we offer anywhere from 1 betting pick a day up to 10 betting picks a day and much more. Now let's get started. Tampa Bay Lightning versus New York Rangers. The Tampa Bay Lightning and New York Rangers start the 2022-2023 NHL season with both teams looking to have big seasons. The Lightning appeared in the Stanley Cup Final for the 3rd consecutive season but lost in 6 games to the Colorado Avalanche and are hoping to step up and win their 3rd title in 4 seasons. The Rangers took a big leap last season as they reached the Eastern Conference Final, but after losing to the Lightning, they hope to take that next step in hopes of winning the Stanley Cup. Both teams are poised to have great seasons, and the opening night game should be a great one as a result. The Rangers took a big step forward after reaching the Eastern Conference Final and are looking to take that next step, starting with their offense improving after averaging only 3.05 goals per game last year. While Mika Zibanejad, Chris Kreider, and Artemi Panarin scored 103 goals and 151 assists to lead the top 2 lines, the rest of the forward unit struggled. The hope is that offseason addition Vincent Trocheck adds a spark to the offense, as he signed a 7-year deal with the Rangers to help add depth to the forward unit. While the offense looks to step up, the defense looks to build off a remarkable year where they allowed only 2.49 goals per game. Adam Fox and Jacob Trouba led the top pairing with a combined 12.4 defensive point shares and 305 blocked shots, but K'Andre Miller and Ryan Lindgren also stepped up for the defense to give the Rangers 2 great defensive pairings. Furthermore, goaltender Igor Shesterkin is coming off a year where he won the Vezina Trophy with a .935 save percentage and a 2.07 goals against average on 1622 shots. The Lightning have been the model franchise in the NHL in recent seasons, winning the Stanley Cup in 2020 and 2021 while appearing in the final last year. The hope is that the offense, which scored 3.48 goals per game last season, can remain potent as the team lost Ondrej Palat in free agency. The team will turn to Steven Stamkos, Braden Point, and Nikita Kucherov to help lead the offense, as the trio combined for 95 goals and 138 assists last season to fuel the top 2 lines, while defenseman Victor Hedman looks to continue adding a spark from the point after scoring 20 goals and 65 assists last season. Along with hoping the offense remains great, the Lightning will look to play well on the defensive end of the ice despite trading away Ryan McDonough in the offseason. Victor Hedman and Mikhail Sergachev lead the top 2 pairings, but the team will look for Jan Rutta, Eric Cernak, and offseason addition Ian Cole can round out the unit and continue to provide the Lightning with one of the best defensive units in the league. Moreover, goaltender Andrei Vasilevskiy remains one of the league's best goaltenders and looks to build off a season where he had a .916 save percentage and a 2.49 goals against average on 1868 shots. New York will be hyped up to play this game after being eliminated by the Lightning in 6 games in the Eastern Conference Finals last season. Igor Shesterkin was outstanding in the net for the Rangers last year. He had a record of 36-13-4 with a 2.07 goals against average and .935 save percentage. Shesterkin ranked 1st in goals against average, 1st in save percentage, and 3rd in shutouts among all goalies in the league. He was sharp against the Lightning in the Eastern Conference Finals. Shesterkin will play well and slow down Tampa Bay's offense. New York will play well on opening night, and they will defeat the Lightning. So the New York Rangers money line is our full game side pick. The Rangers were led by their defense last year, but with the Lightning being carried by one of the league's best defenses, look for both forward units to step up and constantly find the back of the net. The Rangers look to improve after scoring 3.05 goals per game last season and create plenty of scoring chances with Chris Kreider, Artemi Panarin, and newly acquired Vincent Trocheck carrying the puck into the offensive zone and finding open shots with quick and effective puck movement. The Lightning, who averaged 3.48 goals per game last season, should run up the score with Steven Stamkos, Braden Point, Nikita Kucherov, and the rest of the forward unit gashing the Rangers' defense on the rush and creating open shots with great puck movement in the offensive zone, while defenseman Victor Hedman picks apart the Rangers with great shots from the blue line. This will be a high-scoring game with both offenses stepping up. Over the projected total is our full game total pick. Vegas Golden Knights versus Los Angeles Kings. The Vegas Golden Knights face the Los Angeles Kings to start the season, with both teams looking to take big leaps in the Pacific Division. The Golden Knights missed the playoffs last season for the first time in their franchise history with a 43-31-8 record, while the Kings reached the playoffs with the third-best record in the Pacific Division but were eliminated in the first round in a hard-fought 7-game series. Both teams look to start the season strong and, in this matchup, prove that they are one of the best teams in their division. The Pacific Division kicks things off tonight, and there have been some major changes this offseason for both the Kings and Golden Knights. The Kings are now in a new era without former captain Dustin Brown, which will look strange for a team that kept together its core for so long. They did add all-star forward Kevin Fiala from the Wild over the summer, though, and that is a big addition to the roster. Fiala and his 33 goals from last year headline what should be a solid team for the Kings this season after they made the postseason with a record of 44-27-11 and 99 points. On the away side of the ice for this contest are the Vegas Golden Knights, and to say they had a wacky offseason would be an understatement. They hired a new coach in Bruce Cassidy, who was fantastic behind the bench for the Bruins, let go of star forward Max Pacioretty for a bag of hockey pucks, and brought in Phil Kessel. Change was needed after last season's debacle as the Golden Knights missed the playoffs for the first time in franchise history, but that does not always equate into early season success. New players, new coach, new system. I could see that taking some time. The Kings and Golden Knights split their season series 2-2 last season, and the games are usually tight, but I'll ride with the home team that has more things trending in the right direction. So the Los Angeles Kings money line is our full game side pick. In the early weeks of any season, things can be difficult to project. There are many new variables and lots of new data to pore over, and just like in fantasy sports, daily fantasy, or betting, it takes time for trends to emerge. That being said, the Kings over the past few seasons haven't lit up the stat sheets and instead have relied on goaltending and defense to get them going. That was no different last season, as the Kings averaged 2.84 goals per game and went under the game total at a record of 44-37-1. This roster has remained mostly intact minus Dustin Brown being swapped out for Kevin Fiala, so I expect a similar method of play for the Kings. The Golden Knights, on the other hand, are the wild card for bettors right now. They have a bunch of great players like Alex Pietrangelo and Jack Eichel, but they aren't a very deep team, and that was exposed through injuries last season. Bruce Cassidy did get a best out of average players for years in Boston, though, so fair to give him and Golden Knights the benefit of the doubt. The last 3 seasons of Cassidy's tenure in Boston, the head coach had an under-game total record of 111-89-8. That's a defense-first mentality. The Golden Knights should limit the Kings' offense with Alec Martinez, Alex Pietrangelo, and the rest of the defensive unit cutting off angles to the net on the rush while limiting shots in the offensive zone, allowing goaltender Logan Thompson to make plenty of big saves. The Kings, who allowed only 2.83 goals per game last season, should eliminate and potentially shut out the Golden Knights with Matt Roy, Alexander Edler, Mikey Anderson, and the rest of the defense forcing turnovers in the neutral zone and defensive zone, while goaltender Jonathan Quick steps up and blanks shots on the net. This will be a low-scoring game with both defenses stepping up. After Vegas got gash time and time again last season, I believe that there will be a commitment to defense in the early weeks of this season. The Golden Knights have questions on defense, but with the Kings being led by their defense, I like both teams to make this game a low-scoring one and limit 2 top-heavy offenses. Under the projected total is our full game total pick. That's all for now, so if you have any other games you would like reviewed, then leave a comment down below with the game you would like analyzed. Subscribe to our channel, leave a like on this video, and we'll get to it as soon as we possibly can. We would also love to hear your opinion on the picks presented to you in this video, whether you agree or disagree with them, so leave a comment down below and do let us know.